Hey guys, it's Gus, and today we're going to be testing the mount equip power called Ferocity. And what Ferocity does is every time a teammate gets hit, you get a chance of getting a stack of Ferocity. Um, but what we don't know is in a 10-man trial, if the tank getting hit in the support group, if the DPS in the DPS group will get the stacks, or if it only applies to the person in the main group getting hit. So I'm not taking any hits, and I'm not in this group, and there we go. It works. And let's just try to confirm he's the only one that has been hit so far. We can go through the damage logs. But he definitely procced that, and we'll watch him again and see if we can get another stack. Let's see how long they can keep him alive for. Oh, and there it goes again. Oh, definitely. Yeah, it's confirmed. That's great. So, if the it's a big deal because in trials, the DPS group really is almost never getting hit. It's always usually the tank that takes the brunt of every hit. Success. Let me type this and success. But yeah, it's definitely it's working. We've seen it twice now, where Dirty over there is taking all these hits. He's the only one taking hits, and we've already gotten 2 stacks. And yeah, he's dead now. That was like his 4th ball. Thank you all. We are done, and we'll leave here. I'm going to go in to leave this queue. Bear with me. I had to get that part of the test knocked out first because I don't have any editing capabilities. So now I'll go test the stuff we can do solo. But what you just saw there is in Tom, there's very few times when the DPS are getting hit. So Ferocity would almost be worthless. Same for Zerial. But as you saw there, it wasn't proccing that often, so I don't know. Okay, those silly guys. Sorry, I was a little distracted. So I can't say it's 100%, great or not. But what we do know though now is that in a 10-man trial, all 10 players can benefit from it if they have it equipped. And so what we're discussing is the mount equip power called Ferocity. And most people are using stat gainers like Dominant Force for the power, or the Opportunistic for the CA, or the Omnipotent, where are you, for awareness. But Ferocity is unique. Ferocity is every time you or a party member gets struck, you have a chance of gaining Ferocity. And you can get up to 3 stacks of them, and each stack is worth 1.6%. It's not a damage buff, it's a damage tick. And I got some other tests. So what we want to know now is, does the companion, if the companion takes a hit, will it proc as well? So we'll go to favorites. Oh, I know which one I want to do here. We want to go to her, because she is an aggro beast, the Mystic Forest. So we're going to see if she's taking hits. Wait, I'm going the wrong way. If she's taking hits, if we'll get the stack of Ferocity. Somebody tested me for this, but I just want to confirm. Okay, come on, girl. Do your thing. Okay, now grab the aggro. There you go. She has all the aggro, and if you notice, that was probably for me being hit, so we have to watch it again, because I got the aggro and got hit immediately. So let's test. Oh god, why am I zoomed in? Let's see if she can get aggro before they start attacking me. Okay, don't let them attack me. Whoa. Do I have the right? There we go. And you see they're attacking her, not me. And there we go. She's getting hit. And I don't see it. We'll test it again. We'll go on these guys, see if we can get her to attack these guys. I don't think it works on companions. Person I trust very much let me know they didn't. Okay, there we go. See how she has all that aggro? She's getting hit. Okay. Let's do another one, just to confirm, but I'm not feeling it. I don't think so. Where are you? Come on, get up there. They're gonna see me? I'm gonna run away. There we go. Oh. Come on, hellhounds. Wake up. There you go. And, oh, she's getting hit. And I'm not getting Ferocity. Yeah, I'm pretty comfortable to say the companion does not proc it. Okay. So now I got... well, let me kill this guy. So, this I was playing around with... Oh, I don't got a weapon on. That's why. I was playing around with this earlier. And I cannot... I would take so long to confirm it or not. But I have a very strong... I think it might be a very strong chance that this Ferocity can proc the Band of Air. Let me show you why I think that. And the only tag I'm going to use is the Quick Strike. Because when I'm using it, when I have Ferocity on, I'm seeing it proc really, really often. So the first thing I'm going to do is I can't take on all these guys at one time and survive. So let me see if I can get a couple of them dead. Okay, that should kill the majority of them. Okay, that's still too many. And I have Ferocity. Okay, let's see if... And I took off my weapon enchants. There was a Ring of Air right there. There was another Ring of Air. And you can see I have 3 stacks of Ferocity on right now. What are you doing, guy? Come back here. Oh, okay, I do have Ferocity. There's another proc. This is going to be hard to see in the damage log because I just got hit a bunch of times. But, see, so it goes critical hit, Ferocity, Touch of Wind. So I don't know if the Ferocity's proccing the Touch of Wind or if the Rapid Strike is doing it. But what I'm noticing, though, is how often it's proccing. Because if Ferocity does proc it, for every hit we do, we're getting 2 hits. And let me go see if I can do it better. Be patient with me, guys. This is how we test. Oh my gosh. Somebody's getting hit. Oh my goodness. It's gonna be so hard to test with that garbage down there. Let me change instance. That's so annoying. Oh, nobody in this one. So hopefully it makes it a little bit better. So I think the only way to really find out is to have, you know, ACT where you have, you know, 10 minutes of sustained attacks and then take 10 minutes of combat time when you have Ferocity up and see if you're getting more procs. Because if so, we're getting twice as many hits. What is... Oh, that is... I can't test anything with all that going on. Oh, that's so dang annoying. Yeah, this is why it's great to be on PlayStation and figure out how stuff works. Oh my goodness. Well, we'll have to eyeball it. Okay, let me get a couple guys dead. And I don't have Frost. Oh. This is ridiculous. What is hitting for 0 nonstop? Let me go to a different... I wonder, because that's not normal, that's not supposed to happen. Let me see if I can go to another area in the game. Where else is there a lot of enemies that won't kill me so fast? Yeah, I guess we can go to Avernus. Because the thing is we don't want them to die in one hit. They gotta take a bunch of hits, but I don't want them to hit so hard that I die too fast either. So I have to get hit to get that Ferocity stacked, and I have to be on him enough times to proc the Band of Air. Oh, look at that. Jeez, that was ridiculous. And thanks again to Angeli Mortis at Cobra and Dreadnox for your help in that test. If I left anybody out, apologies. Okay, so here's a dude. Oh, there's only one. Oh, we don't want an Invoker because they do damage over time spells. Well, maybe that's a good thing. But oh, there we go. It gets Ferocity proc quick. And there's one proc ring. There's two proc rings. So you saw that? How fast we had the touch of wind right there, and we had another touch of wind right there. It's procking so. I know it's eyeball. We got to take laws of averages, but I'm very, very okay. I prefer to have 2 or 3 enemies. Oh, I have Ferocity up, so let's see how often I can get it going. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. 4. It will be yellow. It will be there's 5. It will be 40,000 number. There's 6. There's 7. There's 8. There's 9. There's 10. We just had 10. The ring proc 10 times 1. And 2. 3. 4. 5. Yeah, mine might be wrong. So maybe it wasn't 10, it might have been 9, but it's better when you can test on one enemy though, because I don't think there's a cooldown on multiple enemies. So if you get it on one enemy, you can get it on the same enemy, another enemy at the same time. So let me see if I can just get all. Oh yeah, I'll leave the Invoker up. So hopefully the Invoker isn't being damaged. I have Ferocity, and okay, now I can go to town. There's 1, 2. And I still have Ferocity 3. So I just had touch of air, touch of wind. And touch of wind proc 3 different times on that one enemy. And if you notice, it always goes Rapid Strike, Ferocity, touch of wind. And where's another one? It goes Rapid Strike, Ferocity, touch of wind. Rapid Strike, touch of wind. Did I have Ferocity up? Maybe the Ferocity ended right when I did that. Ooh. Let's see if I can get one of these guys killed, and then I'll just test another one. Because I want it. Perfect is I have one guy completely full, and I have a stack of Ferocity up. Right, there's a Ferocity. There's 2 Ferocities. Okay, health bar, and let's see how many times. Ferocity's there. There's 1. Ferocity's 2. Ferocity was gone. Okay, so we got to proc twice on that one mob. Let's see if we can do it again. So we want to keep the long distance guys. There we go. Oh, I don't have. I took off. I'm missing one of my. I don't have my main hand on. So I have. You see the Ferocity stack right there, that glowing head. Now let's check it on this. Oh, it's gone. Darn it. So I don't know if that's normal for it to proc that fast. See, on this guy, it hadn't procced yet. There, on the very last hit, it procced. So I'm really seeing a frequency increase of it procking. Okay, hopefully it leaves 1. Okay, good. Okay, we'll leave 2. Okay, this guy. And I have a Ferocity on. Okay, now where's the other guy? Here, right here. 1, 2. It procced twice, and he only had a quarter bar. You saw it touch a wind? Oh, Rapid Strike. Ferocity was already over. Darn it. Ferocity, touch a wind. Let me go try a couple more times. I know this will seem very boring to anybody. But if this does double your chances of this procking, it might be worth it. And I'll go through why I'm using it. Is there another mob? Oh, is he by himself? Yes. Okay, I'll let him hit me a couple times so I can get the Ferocity up. Three hits, 4 hits, 5 hits, 6 hits, 7 hits, 8 hits. Oh, there we go. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, it's 2. So here's a touch of wind after Ferocity, and touch of wind after Ferocity. I think it proc twice. I think the other one, it was just a big number. It looked big. Yeah, so that proc twice on that little guy right there. Man, if I can find another one of those smugglers, that's a great place to test it. Because that leads me to the last test I'm going to do. How many hits does it really take for it to proc? Too many guys. Okay, good. The Cambion hasn't been hit yet. Okay, I don't have the frost. Come on, Ferocity. So there's 1 hit, 2, 3. I'll have a damage over time on. Come on. I'll start attacking him as soon as I get... there we go. There's 1. And there's 2. So we had 2 touches of wind on that one little companion. There's 1. And there's another 1. Okay, let me go find a single enemy. And I'm going to go back to Avernus, and you'll see why in just a second. Or Valenhouse, I'm sorry. Because that imp has a single attack that doesn't have damage over time, and it doesn't really hurt. So we can see how many hits it really takes to proc Ferocity. And so I'll hopefully be able to kill a group and leave one of those things alive. And if so, we could do this all day, but we're not going to. And because we won't be able to tell from what I'm doing right now is how many hits it takes to proc Ferocity. We won't be able to tell, but we'll get an idea if it happens like every 3 hits or every 10 hits or whatever. And the good thing is it refreshes. So if you proc it while the stacks are up, the stacks will reset to 12 seconds. Okay, there's an imp right there. Oh no, I killed them both. That's my bad. Let's go find another one. Where are you, little? We want the imps. Oh, I can't kill there. Maybe I can get a couple of them done. Okay, did I? Nope. Wait, there's an imp right there. Good. And what I'm gonna do is now it's just me and the imp. Okay, here we go. 1 every second. Perfect. 2. There's Ferocity. And you'll be able to see it right there. And it's a 12-second buff. Oh, and it just procced again. So now I have 2 stacks and it reset to 12 seconds. 3. I'm gonna start counting if it ends. Okay. 1. Oh, shit! That made it look so good. Sorry, I shouldn't have let that. That made it look like, oh man, it procs after the first hit. As you can see, it hasn't procced in the last 11 seconds. Okay. 1. 2. I guess we could test it this way. There, that is not normal from when I was playing around with it earlier. But when we were doing that single target with Tom, his attacks aren't that fast. So I think of having 2, possibly even 3 stacks at one time would seem very not likely. But what I'm more interested in about is that additional hit I believe does proc the Ring of Air. And why is that important? Well, I think it's like a 500 plus magnitude hit. So every time it procs, it's like doing another encounter. And HRs do one hit every second, just about. That's it. With our most of our hits are at wills. So if we have Ferocity and we're hitting once a second, we're actually getting 2 hits a second that can proc the ring. So my horrible math says we could possibly have twice as many, the ring proc twice as much in a Tomer's area, which would be significant damage, I believe. I'm just doing this so we can see this test. Because I did this a little bit earlier and it took like 16 hits, single hits from the book imp or the devil imp for it to actually proc. Oh, this is so bad. And I'm sorry to anybody viewing this. This is so boring. But this is the only way I know how to find out information without reading about it. And not everybody reads a lot, or I mean posts as much as 3 years ago. There was information on everything the second it came out, because we just don't have that anymore. We got lucky on PS4. We could just read what PC was doing and we were set. See how long it's been since I haven't had the buff from the Devil Imp? That's had to been at least 10 hits. It's been going on a while. So it's not a super high uptime. But if you're in a dungeon like boss where everybody's getting hit all the time, it probably has a nearly 100% uptime. I mean, it's got to be super high. But I'm not really worried about a Voss build because that's mobs, and those are pretty easy. We're worried about all the people who need to get through Tom and Zero who haven't done it yet. And so we need to figure out ways to help them and help the more experienced players, compensate for the damage being lost that the newer players don't necessarily have. So any more damage is great. Yeah, this Ferocity still hasn't procced yet. It's been going on a minute now. And when I did this last time, I'm like, oh, it's broken. And all of a sudden it worked. And I was like, oh. So it can take a while. It's not a super high uptime. But I'm wondering who does. So like at the beginning of Zero, she does that big AoE where everybody gets hit. So that's 10 chances of, I think, of where the Ferocity could be procced. And then you have a 12-second uptime, which lasts the whole artifact call, which is beautiful. Okay, let me get in a safe spot. So why am I testing this right now at this specific moment? It's not because of the Ring of Air. It's because if anybody doesn't know, one of the most useful, helpful, contributing members of the Neverwinter community is Rainer. And I don't have a PC. And Rainer built this character builder, and everybody talks about how great it is. And I finally broke down and bought the cheapest laptop I could find on Amazon, and I got it, and I downloaded it, and I was hooked within the first 10 minutes. It's unbelievable that if you use it to realize that one person made that. I know there was probably inputs by other people, but I think he did all the groundwork, the programming. I'm assuming it's just so darn useful. And when I'm making my build for mod 21, I have way too many stats. And you're like, how can you have too many stats? I have too many stats. I have like 4,000 wasted offensive stats because I'm using the precipitation gloves instead of the spike defenders gloves. And then so I just have too many stats. So I don't need a stat right here. I don't need any of these stats. They don't help me. So what I can do is maybe somebody watching has a better idea. I can go back to spike defenders. We could go to the Star Rover gloves, or we can go to Ferocity, or anything else that somebody can think of. But those are the 3 ideas I have on the top of my head. And that's Immense Companion, the Rusted Iron Leggings, and the Batiri Companion bonuses. I mean, that stat builder is amazing on Rayner's tool. So I'm gonna put that in the comments below. Feel free to visit if you haven't visited yet. It's a godsend, and it will save you a ton of diamonds too. Because building, if you're going with mythic insignias, everything's gonna change. Your insignias are gonna change. Your enchantments are gonna change. So you want to make sure you do it right. Hey, thanks for staying with me. I know this was an extremely boring test. Um, but I'm very curious, and if I'm curious, that means other people might be curious. The 0.0001 percenters. Next Tuesday, I'm gonna do the first ever stream I've ever done, and I don't feel comfortable doing it because I'm not great talking live. Usually, I have to redo my videos over and over. But I'm gonna do it because I've been very blessed with diamonds in this game in the auction house and buying and selling, and a lot of people are genuinely curious what they can do to build wealth. So I'm gonna stream Tuesday, and that's when Mod 21 comes on PlayStation 4 and Xbox, as well as the Bard, as well as Mythic Insignias. So I expect there to be a ton of action. I wouldn't be surprised if a bad day, I wouldn't, the low end would be 200 million. I wouldn't be surprised if there was upwards of 500 million in sales and trades that day. So you're welcome to join. I'm going to stream it here on YouTube. Just Google or you search, just put Gus and filter by today. It will be next Tuesday whenever the PlayStation comes online after the update. Alright, stay classy, Neverwinter. See you soon.